Make k the subject of the relation 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg. Make k the subject of the relation 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg. Solution. Before we start with the solution, please make sure you subscribe and then you share the videos. Okay, so we have 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg, and we are to make k the subject. Okay, so what we do first is we take the square of the right hand side and then we take the square of the left hand side. We do this to remove the square root on the right hand side. Okay, so first thing that we do is we square the left hand side, then we square the right hand side so that we can remove the square root. Okay, so when we square the left hand side and then the right hand side, we are going to get 1 over n square equals k square plus p square over hg. So now the square root has been removed. Okay, the next thing that we do is we multiply the left hand side by n square hg, then we multiply the right hand side by n square hg, which is our LCM, considering the denominators. I hope you are following it. So we have n square hg multiplying 1 over n square equals n square hg multiplying k square plus p square over hg. So n square cancels n square at the left hand side, hg cancels hg at the right hand side. So we'll be left with hg multiplies 1 to give you hg, and then n square multiplies k square plus p square. I hope you are following it. Okay, so we have hg equals n square multiplying k square plus p square. So what we do next is we remove the brackets at the right hand side. So we have hg equals n square multiplies k square to give us n square k square plus n square multiplies p square to give us n square p square. I hope you are following it. Okay, so what we do is we group like terms. So we group the k term to one side. Alright, so we have n square k square equals hg minus n square p square. Do you understand? So we divide the left hand side by n square, we divide the right hand side by n square. So n square cancels n square at the left hand side. So k square is now equal to hg minus n square p square over n square. I hope you are following it. Okay, so now to make k the subject, we take the square root of the left hand side and then we take the square root of the right hand side so that we can get rid of this square. Okay, so when we do that, we are going to get k equals the square root of hg minus n square p square over n square. I hope you understand. So to transpose 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg. To make k the subject, k is equal to the square root of hg minus n square p square all over n square. Make d the subject of the relation. The square root of d minus f over the square root of d plus f equals 3 kg over m. Make d the subject of the relation. The square root of d minus f over the square root of d plus f equals 3 kg over m. You are once again welcome to my channel. Please make sure you subscribe. Let's move on with the solution. So we have square root of d minus f over square root of d plus f equals 3 kg over m, or d minus f in a bracket raised to the power 1 over 2 over d plus f in a bracket raised to the power 1 over 2 equals 3 kg over m. Please make sure you subscribe and share the videos. Okay, so we square the left hand side and then we square the right hand side to get rid of the square roots. Okay, we square the left hand side and then we square the right hand side so that we can get rid of the square roots. Okay, so when we do that, we are going to get d minus f over d plus f equals 9k square g square over m square. Okay, so we multiply the left hand side by m square multiplying d plus f, and then we multiply the right hand side also by m square multiplying d plus f. That is multiplying through by the LCM considering the denominators. Okay, so we have m square multiplying d plus f times d minus f over d plus f equals m square multiplying d plus f times 9k square g square over m square. So d plus f cancels d plus f on the left hand side. Then m square cancels m square on the right hand side. So we have m square multiplying d minus f equals 9k squared g squared multiplying d plus f in a bracket. Okay, so we remove the brackets on both the left hand side and the right hand side. So m squared multiplies d to give us m squared d minus m squared multiplies f to give us m squared f equals 9k squared g squared multiplies d to give us 9k squared g squared d plus 9k squared g squared f. Okay, so now we group the like terms by moving the d term to the left hand side. So we have m squared d minus 9k squared g squared d equals m squared f plus 9k squared g squared f. So we factorize d out on the left hand side. So we have d outside the bracket m squared minus 9k squared g squared equals, then we factorize f out on the right hand side also. So we have f outside the bracket m squared plus 9k squared g squared. Okay, so we divide the left hand side by m squared minus 9k squared g squared, then we divide the right hand side by m squared minus 9k squared g squared. Okay, so m squared minus 9k squared g squared cancels out on the left hand side. So now d is equal to f outside the bracket m squared plus 9k squared g squared over m squared minus 9k squared g squared. Make u the subject of the relation v equals 1 over 4 multiplying the square root of 25 minus u squared. Make u the subject of the relation v equals 1 over 4 multiplying the square root of 25 minus u squared. I welcome you once again to my channel. Please make sure you subscribe and share the video. So let's move on with the solution. So we have v equals 1 over 4 multiplying the square root of 25 minus u squared, and we are to make u the subject. Please make sure you subscribe and share the videos. So what we do first is we square both the left hand side and then the right hand side, and we do this to get rid of the square root. Okay, we square the left hand side and then we square the right hand side, And when we do that, automatically we remove the square root. So when we square the left hand side and then the right hand side, we are going to get v squared equals 1 over 16 multiplying 25 minus u square. I hope you understand. Now we have removed the square root. Okay. Alright, so we multiply the left hand side by 16, then we multiply the right hand side also by 16. So we have 16 multiplies v squared equals 1 over 16 multiplying 25 minus u squared multiplying 16. So 16 cancels out 16 at the right hand side. So we'll be left with what? 16v squared equals 25 minus u squared. So we group like terms. So we have u squared equals 25 minus 16v squared. Okay, so now to make u the subject, we have to move this square, and when the square crosses the equal sign to the right hand side, it becomes square root. Okay, when the square crosses the equal sign to the right hand side, it becomes square root. So now our u is going to be the square root of 25 minus 16v squared. So to make u the subject of the relation v equals 1 over 4 multiplying the square root of 25 minus u squared, u is going to be the square root of 25 minus 16v squared. Hello, you are once again welcome to my channel. So today the question is, make u the subject of the relation 1 over f equals 1 over v plus 1 over u, and find the value of u when f is equal to 6 and v is equal to 3. Make u the subject of the relation 1 over f equals 1 over v plus 1 over u, and find the value of u when f is equal to 6 and v is equal to 3. Before we start with the solution, please make sure you subscribe and then you share the videos. Solution. So we have 1 over f equals 1 over v plus 1 over u. So what we do is we multiply through by fvu, that is considering the denominators. So fvu is going to be our LCM. So we have fvu multiplies 1 over f equals fvu multiplies 1 over v plus fvu multiplies 1 over u. Okay, so f will cancel out f, v will cancel out v, u will cancel out u. So we'll be left with what? Vu multiplying 1 equals fu multiplying 1 plus fv also multiplying 1. So when vu multiplies 1, it will be vu, equals, when fu multiplies 1, it will be fu, plus when fv multiplies 1, it will be what? Fv. So we are going to get vu equals fu plus fv. I hope you are following it. So we group the like terms. So we have vu minus fu equals fv. So we factorize vu minus fu, and that is going to give us u outside the bracket v minus f, okay, equals fv. So we divide the left hand side by v minus f, then we divide the right hand side also by v minus f. So v minus f will cancel out at the left hand side. So we are left with what? U equals fv over v minus f. So to transpose, to make u the subject, u now is equal to fv over v minus f. I hope you understand. But f is equal to what? 6, and v is equal to what? 3. So we have to substitute f equals 6 and then v equals 3 into this formula. I hope you understand. Okay, so u equals 6 by 3, that is f times v. Okay, f is what? 6 and v is 3, and we have fv in the formula, so it's going to be 6 times 3 over 3 minus 6, because v is what? 3 and f is what? 6, and we have v minus f, so 3 minus 6. Okay, so 6 multiplies 3 to give us what? 18 over 3 minus 6 will also give us what? Negative 3. So 18 divided by negative 3 will give us what? Negative 6. Thank you so much for watching.